Hi, my name is Beck. Welcome to my YouTube video. And today, what I'd like to talk about, this is the last 3 of 6 emotional triggers for increasing email engagement. Now, in a previous video, there'll be a link for it below this video. There'll be a link below here. In my previous video, I shared the first 3 emotional triggers for increasing engagement with your emails. Well, this is the final 3, the last 3 of 6 emotional triggers to increase your engagement with your emails. So let's get started. The first one, let me bring this up. Well, the first one is reciprocity. Reciprocity. And what does that mean? Well, reciprocity is a basic principle of human psychology, and where you have to, give a little to get a little. It's kind of like a give and take kind of mental mindset. And the concept is really, really very, very simple. When someone gives you something, you feel, a sense of obligation to do something for them, to give them something in return. And really, in business, it's the same thing. Someone buys pays for your service. What do you need to provide? The service. Or somebody pays for your product. What do? You give them the product. And that's essentially, the underpinning, I guess, of reciprocity. That's easy for you to say, But anyway, this is why so many funnels will always start with something, they give away for free. Your audience can't resist something, getting something for free, right? So in return for offering your reader, your prospect, whatever, something for free, in return for that, all you're asking from them is their name and email address, or depending upon how you're promoting or what you're promoting, it might be, their name and phone number, whatever your arrangement is, however you're promoting your service or your product. So you offer them something, and in return for the thing that you're offering them, you get their contact information. Again, name and email address or whatever. And no matter what you're asking your readers to do, click here, sign up, click on the button, opt in, you should be offering some sort of free gift in return. Again, you should be offering some kind of free gift, a training class, a downloadable PDF, something along those lines. And again, this could be in the form of, a free download, a discount, a free webinar, and so forth and so forth. And remember, whatever you choose to give should be seen as valuable in order to truly be effective. If it's not viewed as being valuable, obviously your subscriber or your potential subscriber, your prospect is going to say, what would I want that for? So it's got to be something that's something I'd really like to have. And all I need to do is just provide my name and email address or whatever. And so how do you do this? How do you bring reciprocity into your emails? Well, again, offer your readers something for free before you ask them for anything in return. Hey, get this free report, and here's what's in the report, or get this free mini training, this online training, and offer them the thing for free. Then ask for their name in an email address. And then share free resources such as guides, blogs, helpful information, etc. to gain their attention, to gain their focus, to gain their interest. And then offer a special free trial or a special discount maybe to a product or service that you're promoting. What's the next one? Number 5. Well, number 5 is personal connection, and this is a good one. As you know, competition is fierce in pretty much any given industry. And the most straightforward way to stand out from the crowd is by being honest and getting real with your readers. You want to come across personable. You want to immediately, starting out right from the gate, so to speak, you want to start building that relationship of trust. Show them that you're a regular human being, you're a regular guy, you're no different than they are, and you're there to help them. And the bottom line is personalization. Personalize your emails. Instead of saying, greetings, friend, if you can, incorporate their name. Greetings, Joe, or greetings, Mary, or whatever the case might be. The bottom line, again, is personalization builds a connection with your reader and makes them feel understood, makes them feel like they've got a connection with you. As a matter of fact, personalized messages improve conversions on an average of 10% and click-through rates by an average of 14%. That was a recent study I read. And again, a true personal email requires a certain degree of imagination and sometimes even vulnerability, on your behalf, talking about your journey, talking about the mistakes maybe you have made, talk about some of the pitfalls that you have fallen through. So how do you establish a personal connection with your readers? Well, first of all, like I just mentioned a moment ago, personalize the subject line that presents your email as an actual message versus spam. Personalize your email, because again, it will not look like spam if you've got hey Joe or hey Fran or hey Stephen, whatever the case is. If you personalize an email, it will look less and less like spam, and it definitely will increase the possibility that prospect will open up that email. And then anecdotes and personal tales to help humanize yourself. In other words, talk about yourself, talk about some of the struggles that you have gone through, but also how you overcame those struggles. Talking about your vulnerabilities. I really messed this up, but I was able to correct it by doing this. Or, I made a mistake here, but here's how I corrected it. And be vulnerable. Talk about yourself, not from an egotistical point of view, nothing like that, but talk about yourself from a human perspective. So, so they can identify, wow, yeah, I feel the same way you do. That's pretty cool. So you want to build that relationship, humanize, and kind of like bare your soul, so to speak, in your email. I mean, don't get too personal, obviously, but you want to definitely come across like an average guy, the kind of guy where maybe your prospect would love to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you or whatever. So personalize and be vulnerable in your email. And then last, talk about the pain points. Talk about the pain. Now again, it depends upon the niche that you're in. And so say if you're in the niche of earning money at home, earning an income at home. Talk about the pain points. How have you ever gotten ripped off, or have you just been struggling trying to earn an income? Talk about the pain points that they're probably facing, and then not only that. I talked about this in another video where you don't want to focus so much on the service or the product that you're promoting. You want to focus more on what it will do for them. What it will do for them. Talk about, and it's the old expression, WIFM, what's in it for me? How will it benefit them? How will it solve a challenge, an obstacle, something, that they're trying to overcome? How will it help them with that? Focus on that aspect. And again, that's going to, and incorporate that into your email. And then that will start to build that relationship with that prospect, So that's a little bit on building a personal connection, and that's really powerful. And it can be done if you're patient. Don't be in such a hurry to talk about your service or your product. Be patient and build that relationship, build that ground floor trust first, and then once you build that trust and confidence, I mean, they'll buy anything from you. They'll subscribe to anything you offer, all right? So, but again, it's that personal connection you want to develop. And then the last one, the number 6, is simplicity. And simplicity is a great one, because when in doubt, keep it simple. Keep it simple. I want to read a quote that Steve Jobs said a while ago, actually some time ago, end quote. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean and make it simple, but it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains, end quote. And again, the more simple you can make your emails and easy to understand, instead of using techno-ease or techno jargon, Just, use common everyday language. Use, language and words and so forth that are easy to understand, easy to follow. Let's talk about the psychology of simplicity. We are naturally drawn to simple things, right? Right? Well, why is that? Because they're easy to process. They're easy to understand. If something appears to be simple, we assume it's easy. Therefore, we're more inclined to take action on it. But something that's complicated and detailed and just, I don't know if I can do this because there's a lot of detail. This is really complicated. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. And how do you bring simplicity into your emails? Really simple. Include one clear, eye-catching call to action. You don't want to have all these different competing graphics or so forth in your email, or all these competing, click here, look at this, look at that. Keep it real clean and real simple, and give them a very clear area. If you want a little more, click on this URL right here. Click on this URL here. Make it very easy to, for them to understand what is it you want them to do. Click here. Put your name in. Enter your name here. Click on this button here. Provide your email address here. Make it very clear and very obvious what you want them to do. They shouldn't have to hunt for, okay, what do I do next? It should be real clear in your email. And keep your copy short and concise and to the point. Don't write these long, I mean, you probably have seen this. I know I certainly have. I get these emails that are so verbose that are like paragraph after paragraph. What is your point? What are you trying to tell me here? I don't have time to read, a six paragraph email. Don't go that route. Keep it real simple, short, concise, and to the point. Hey, how are you? I'm glad you opened up my email. Well, here's what I wanted to share with you today, and go into what it is specifically you want to communicate with them. And then don't overload your email with images. I mean, oh my gosh, 1, 2 images is great. Looks, if they're strategically placed and they're aesthetically, placed in your email, they can have a great impact. But you see some of these emails that have images all over the place. It's like, oh my gosh, I get dizzy just looking at it. Don't overload your email with images. Only choose images that, and this is great, that add to the design of your email, that don't take away or distract. You don't want a distracting email with all these different images and so forth, because the human eye will focus faster on images than it will on the text. And if you got all these images in your email and you're trying to explain something to them in the text of your email, they're not going to follow it. They're caught up in all these images you have. So I would keep it down to 1, 2 images at the most, and make sure they're pithy. Make sure they're pertinent. Make sure they communicate. These images communicate what it is you're trying to promote. So those are the final 6 steps on how to build higher engagement rates for your emails. These are the final 6 psychological triggers, again, to boost engagement with your email. And again, if you apply all 6, now you have to look at the other video, and again, there'll be a link from the previous video, the first 3 that I did below this video. But if you apply all 6 of these psychological triggers, your engagement rate should definitely take a huge boost and really increase. And so go ahead and apply these in your emails to your prospects, even to your existing list, even to your existing subscribers. It really will be helpful. And so anyway, hopefully you got value out of this. And if you did, please leave a comment. I really enjoy reading your comments. And so thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And again, if you got value in this video, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. I think it's down here somewhere. Let me see. It's like right around here, I think, below the video, somewhere around down here. But anyway, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you got, this is something that you You definitely got value out of it and are interested in learning more about more strategies, more tips, more insight on how you can build, your existing online business or even start an online business, and the steps and the strategies and the tools that you need to be successful online, well, definitely go ahead and check out this link right here. Now, this link right here, okay, see it? This will also be a hyperlink below this video as well. But this is not an MLM. This is not an income opportunity. It is not a bait and switch. It is not a website where you can go and download software and install it and put it on autopilot and sit back and watch the money come rolling in. It doesn't work that way. No, this is a training center, a training hub designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. And there's all kinds of, again, tools, strategies, insight, trainings, so much information here and so many resources here that can help you become the absolute best entrepreneur you possibly can be. So go ahead and definitely check this out. I think you'll be very, very pleased. And again, thank you so very, very much for watching my YouTube video. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would very much appreciate it, because I will be uploading more and more information and strategies and tips and things like this going forward. I'm also going to start doing some product reviews too, which I think you might find interesting. So anyway, thank you so very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much, and you take care now. Bye-bye.